So here it is, my new first look. To be honest, I've been thinking about playing it for a long time, but for some reason I didn't dare. It seemed like a game that requires real skill. But more than that, I had problems with something else. I'll tell you about that a bit later. In this game, I've experienced all kinds of things. This kind of thing. And this kind of thing. This game left a strong impression on me. I go to bed, and the boss's shield is still flying at me, and I can't fall asleep. Maybe I just spent too much time on this project, like, way too much. It's unusual, but damn, it's cool. I think the start is strong, so let's go explore the world of Elden Ring.
To stand before the Elden Ring.
So I started creating my character, and yeah, I mocked him hard. It was funny, but I think I finally nailed the look. Turned out to be a pretty cool girl. Meet my creation. While I was recording, I didn't even know what emotions to show. I had enjoyment, and hatred, and discouragement, and joy. Joy that I was able to beat it. It wasn't really a lack of skill. What got in the way was input lag. I'd press shift twice, nothing. But the script to burn me down had already triggered. At first, I didn't get what the problem was. I tried to get used to it and cursed the boss for his scripted attacks. I didn't succeed on the first try, but after playing a few more times, I did it. The views, they're beautiful here. Every location is interesting and pleasant to look at. The only thing is, the weather is like in Need for Speed Most Wanted. I don't like it. But the rainy one, that's just right. And it's different here. Sometimes there's wind, which they emphasized, and fog, of course, and sometimes a calmer variant. There's a lot you can break and smash, which is always satisfying. The combat is interesting. At first, it seemed like there weren't many elements, but after playing a bit more, some really cool and beautiful attack animations revealed themselves.
Hey.
You could make a whole video just about one boss. Once I got to the point where his shield started glowing and he turned into a chameleon, but I didn't record it. And in the actual winning fight, none of that happened. That sucks, means less content. I got his weapon though. And then I encountered a certain feature of the game. To wield a weapon, you need to level up. Here I didn't have enough strength or wisdom. Without them, you can't use certain gear. Too bad you can't get the boss. His moves were so fun and aggressive. So I continued with the story. Found interesting places. There were a lot. Met, according to her, a servant. She taught me how to upgrade skills and levels.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
After that, I went to meet the second boss. Weirdly, the first one seemed harder to me than the second. I saw the second boss had his own dignity, but I'm not that brave. And that's when I realized this whole playthrough will probably turn into a routine, but it's not a boring one. I also met some NPCs with their own backstories, not the most
Everyone's
interesting.
Been grafted? Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me, they fought for me. Only to have their arms taken, their legs taken, even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it.
I'll admit, here's where I hit a bit of a wall. I don't even know what else to talk about. I stopped paying attention to this or that detail. I kept going. Popped into a safe place to sell some weapons I got from a boss. And that's when I ran into the third one. Nothing much to say about him, but he was a pleasant surprise.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
Harder than the first two combined. I don't know what else this game has in store for me. Maybe I missed something. But you know this game well, so I'd love to read what you have to say. Let's sum it up. The overall impression of the game is positive. It has an atmosphere of solitude, adventure, and resilience. The combat is interesting, with bosses having different timings and skills, beautiful landscapes, and pleasant graphics. Detailed character progression, loot locations, and for a newbie, it can feel like torture. If, like me, you somehow managed not to play this game all this time, make sure to check it out.